So it's just 2 days till I go away on holiday, so I won't be on YouTube much in the next couple of weeks. I'll be enjoying Southeast Asian heat. Snow's melted today, it's a little bit milder and the river's up high. But today's is just a quick video to announce our apprentice positions for 2018. So if you've been following us, you know that we don't work with short-term volunteers. We really like to give people a whole season of production to really get their heads around the different enterprises that we run here. And if you've been following the videos, you'll also know we restructured how we're doing things. And we want to introduce this model of profit sharing to really support the people that come back here multiple seasons. Nikolas will be here for his 4th season. We've got 4 positions available. And basically it's a 3-year tier system. So people coming in their first year are not paid for their position. They're learning on the job. It's a workplace learning environment where they're trained up in every different animal enterprise. And basically we'll all be taking responsibilities for different animal enterprises on a rotation, so changing throughout the year so that everyone gets experience with all the different enterprises and how they run. And then we'll treat the market garden as where we come back to once we've done our animal chores for the day. So everyone coming here gets to learn, how the field operations work as well as all the project work around the farm. But we've done all our big investments now. We're not doing any major projects in the next years. We're just refining and tweaking our systems. And we've moved away from our internship program. All of our long-term education is now online. The online training is now released and the full course with myself starts mid-January. And there's still spots available on that for anyone interested in going through a design approach with a farmer, designer and educator to design their own enterprises and property. And I'm excited for that. I'm going to be getting engaged with that again when I come home. So we'll put that training online to allow people the time and space to really digest things and apply it to their own unique time, place and circumstance. And then really our training on the farm will be short courses. We're just doing a few this year with Curtis Stone, and we're going to do a pastured poultry, both broiler and layer enterprise together over a long weekend, and a market garden training later in the year. We also have our farm scale permaculture course, but other than that it's quite a different year for me. I'm going to be on the ground the full time, training people on the ground and working alongside in the field. I'm really excited for that because a lot of my summers has been engaged with managing people, and it takes a huge amount of energy. For anyone that's done that, you know that it's very consuming, and I'm really looking forward to just being on farm fully and sharing responsibility too. So the first year apprentices will come for 6 months. They get room and board and amazing beyond organic food. We only eat organic food and farm raised food here, and access to Wi-Fi and sauna every day, and these are the perks that come with being at the farm. But then the position for people coming back in their second year will be based around a basic agricultural salary here, which is about 1,500 euros a month. That's without contributions to the food kitty, but someone can come here and really start learning more about the sales and the back end of things and the logistics of running a place like this, taking on a bit more responsibility and walking away with a nice paycheck for 7 months of work. And then people coming for their third year will be invited into the season planning at the end of the season to really get their head around the season planning and all the budgeting and finances and all the back end things. And they will be on 2,500 euros a month, so quite a good salary for an agricultural job around here. Now, I think it's a neat model. We've been looking at how do we improve the learning opportunities for people that are committing their lives to this kind of farming. And you can't learn this stuff at ag school. They just don't teach this kind of stuff. And in fact, there's very few places, working farms where you can learn all these different things in one place. So we want to focus down, really narrow down who we support here now. We want less people around and we want the right people around. So what we're saying in the application process is like, hey, this is really suited for people who are about to go off and start their own enterprise in the next 2 years, and please tell us about it. We want to know. So we will give preference to people who understand the context and the climatics and are going to be able to use that to their advantage designing their farm and enterprises. Coming here for a season and working hard, you could really understand the practical day-to-day logistics of, the enterprises we run here. But to really learn, that's half of it. like the back end, the planning and the business and the management are, you know, a bigger task, you could say. So to learn that stuff, I reckon takes 2 or 3 years of very focused work. Definitely, you know, someone coming here for their 3rd season like Nikolas is getting engaged in accounting and all the back end stuff, is really learning a blueprint of how to go away and set up a business. And I think that's invaluable, getting paid progressively higher salary whilst being trained and learning something that you can't go and learn through university or ag school or in many places like this. So I think it's a really cool model that we've come up with. We're going to test it out, see how it goes. We don't know if it'll work well for us. The way it's going to work practically is that we'll guarantee half the salary, and then at the end of the financial year, come December, we will pay out bonuses based on the percentage profit share. So you might remember in a previous video we were looking at how many hours does it take to run this farm and what does that look like. It's 4 people working full time could run the operations. And so by having 6 people, it allows us to rotate, have a bit of time out, time off, take weekends out on a rotational basis. And that sort of structure we're going to work out when we get to the farm. So there's a lot of information in the page link below for people interested to find out about the positions and to apply there. We're only taking applications till the 31st of December. Any applications after that we won't read, we'll just be deleting. So you must get them in between now and the last day of this year. We won't be responding to anyone until at least mid-January, when we'll be having meetings and discussing all the applications and deciding on a short list that we contact for interviews. We'll be doing Skype interviews then and, you know, narrowing it down. But less positions than we've had before, and I'm really excited for a really small dynamic team, and to be able to, you know, spend more time dedicated to training people on the ground in the field, less time sitting around thinking about conceptual design and, you know, the theoretical planning and those kind of things, and save that for online course where people can really extract the juice out of that over a longer period of time with reflection. And, you know, design takes a long time. Planning a whole farm like this takes time, and you need that longer period of time to go back on things and reflect on things and find out information, do research, come back to it. So I think it's neat. I'm happy about it, and it feels like a bigger risk. We're going to be putting out, you know, a lot of money into salaries, but I'm up for rewarding the hard work, especially if people coming back multiple seasons. So I feel like it's a neat model to reward that the sort of mindset that comes with, yeah, I'm here on my learning journey, but I'm here to contribute to the whole, and seeing that extended period over 2 or 3 seasons can really give them the whole framework. And I'm excited for that. I think it's a cool model. You'll remember I talked about George Henderson, and reading some of his models from back in the 40s and 50s, I got really inspired to try this out, because I feel like it's cool. There's not many places where you could, you know, come and learn this stuff and in 3 years be on €2,500 a month salary. It's a big new chapter for us, and I'm really excited for it. Nikolas has been amazing with the planning process in the last few weeks, and Matt's been amazing too. He won't be joining us, if you remember from past videos. He's going back to Canada to start his thing, but he's been a great contribution too. And so Astrid, who I also invited into the business, is coming today. She's going to be farm sitting for us while Matt and I go away. And Astrid's amazing. She's someone I would love to have here, but she also wants to start her own thing closer to home in Denmark. So it'll be great to see her briefly before we head out, and I'm looking forward to 2 weeks of tropical fruits and taking it easy, getting some good body work done. I've got some little niggles in my body that I need fixing out, but I feel like it's time for a break now and come back refreshed and get into this online training, which is another huge chapter for us too. So thanks so much for watching. If you're interested to see the positions or to apply, then you find that in the links below. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already, and share the channel to help spread the word about regenerative agriculture. We need a lot more farms like this in Europe and abroad. And you can find out more about the courses as they're released. The course with Curtis is up there already, and our 10-day farm scale permaculture design training is up there. And the other 2 short trainings we're offering this year will be up there in the coming weeks. Thanks so much for your time, and see you in a couple of weeks.